Graham! Thank you very, very much for the tier 1 for 13 months in a row. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, guys. How are we doing today, peeps? Oh yeah, Kate, my hair looks a little bit crazy all over the place. Not long out there. Share. Welcome. How are we? Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, you beautiful faces. Who do we have? Miro, Spec, Gary, Russ, Tom, JFix, hello, Aces, Kashi, Magnum, Ben, Joe, DD, Upstate, Bodge, Jonathan says, yo, I did my first PS4 HDMI port swap, used the drop method knowledge I learned from Joey in the work first time. Let's go, mate. Well done. Let's go, Jonathan. How did you find it? Talk me through your experience. Daniel, hello from Australia. Hello, my friend. How are you? Cushy, welcome. RFL, welcome. Yes, Vampire, I am. Russ over on Kick as well. Who we got over on Twitch? Del Boy, Stefan, Tristan, Calgon. Hello, Graham. Like I said, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate you and your face. Miro Thunder. Kiki says, hello, guys. Greetings from Switzerland. Been following since yesterday and directly a live stream. Welcome, Kiki. Thank you very much for joining the live. I hope you're well. Naxalite coming in as well. Naxalite, welcome. How are you on this lovely, jubbly day? 97 Pedro, hello from Portugal. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we? Hey, Joe, was wondering why we never see the ultrasonic videos anymore. It's for life, not just for Christmas. Sometimes I use it. When did I use it? I used it the other day. When I say the other day, it's probably about a week ago. What did I use it for? The Series X. It was longer than a week ago. It was about 2 weeks ago. When we done the Series X with the RAM. So it does get used. I've just bought a bunch more IPA for it as well, so I can give it some nice IPA baths when I need to, you know. But yeah, welcome, guys. Welcome. Only issue was the mounting holes kept solidifying. Yeah, whilst I was trying to drop it in, the board sucks up heat fast, so it was a bit annoying. Got all 4 mounting holes liquid eventually. Nice, Jonathan. Were you rotating the heat? That's a PS4. If you ever do a Series X, crazy. Magnet, welcome. Hello from France. Bonjour, Michael. How are you? Hi, Joey. After breaking my ankle, I'm finally going home with plates and screws in my ankle. But at least you're going home, Chris. I'm glad to hear you're going home. That's the main thing. Dave, welcome. How are you, buddy? Mohammed, good afternoon, my friend. Welcome. Got my faulty Xbox to do the Pico coding. Turns out the Xbox just needed an offline install, but now I don't have a broken Xbox. Let's go. Got loads of good stories today. What are we? We're Tuesday, right? So there's not been a video since we last spoke, obviously. Video Wednesday is going to be the review of the kit that we had a look at. That's going to be an interesting one. I was rotating like a kebab on a spit. I love it. Perfect. That's the best way to describe it, you know. That's the best way to describe it. I've never heard anything better, honestly. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Gino, good afternoon, my friend. First time commenting here. I've watched like 10 videos from your profit or loss yesterday. Is that healthy? Mohammed, I don't believe you. 10 videos in one day? Crazy. Are you enjoying the series then? I'd take that as a yes. Is it bad? I want something to break so I can send it to you. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, we don't want to be doing that. We don't want to be doing that. $10 is fine. 100 maybe not so much. Yeah, I guess. You guys are probably right. We're on 123,000 subscriptions on YouTube, guys. 123,000 people have subscribed to the YouTube channel. I hit that mark yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, I hit that mark yesterday. Claps in the chat. Let's go, man. I appreciate every single one of you. Bormy, welcome, buddy. How are you? I have a small question. Which arm do you use for your microscope? I cannot find it in the description. Oh, guys, I've got an affiliate code. It came through the other day after the stream. I need to set that up now. For Tommy Lovey. It didn't work originally, and I had to go back to him and say that it wasn't working, and now they've said that it is working. So I'm going to check it quick to make sure it does work. UK, US, and their website. So let's go here first quick. That's the 7-inch. That's a 7-inch they've linked. Oh, and they've linked the 10 as well. So let me go for the 10. Two secondos, chat. I'm just checking, making sure it works. So how does this work? Right, add to cart. Let me add it to the cart. I'm going to add it to the cart. I've got 2 in there now. I don't want 2. Just want 1. Let me remove 1. So let me just update that to 1. So that's updated to 1. Checkout. You're eligible for free shipping. This is on the Tom Love website. Right, here we go. Discount code. Let's see if the discount code works, shall we? This one. Yep. Cool. Cool. 10% off discount code active from September the 5th to October the 5th. So we've got a discount code for the 7-inch and the 10-inch for 1 month. That's it. So 1 month we've got a 10% off, $23. Does that apply to Amazon? Let me just check, guys. So I'm going to do Amazon UK first, and I'll check Amazon US. So add to basket. No thanks. Proceed to checkout. Is this where do you add discount codes? Is it here? Use gift card, voucher, or promo code. So let me click that. Enter code. That one. Wow. Yeah, hype. £24.30 has been saved. So again, 10%. Wow. So we've got a discount code on Amazon as well. I never had that, chat. I never had that. I never had the discount code on Amazon either. You know that. So we got the UK, we got the 10. So we want to get some discount on the scope that I use specifically. Let's set that bad boy up. Streamlabs. After 105 episodes of Profit or Loss, I learned something. It's that Switch doesn't charge. It's M92. Very true, Jow. Yeah, very, very true. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Just literally setting up. Yep. Techno means a lot. Can't tell you how much that means. Thank you. I appreciate you. For September as well. Was there a discount on that, Techno? Just as a curious question. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate that so much. Coming in with a 10 gifted. 2. Who we got? Lead Magnet. Mr. Generic. Chuck. Houston. Shink, Jaya, Big Ash, Fam, Carvel, and Andrew have all been gifted a sub by Techno. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate you. Really, really, honestly, I do. Thank you. And Swep, sorry, coming in with a prime for 13 months. Let's go, Swep. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Techno coming in with another gifted sub, by the way, to Ritual. Thank you very much, Techno, for another gifted sub. How many is that total now, Techno? 1,440 is insane numbers. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. And then Baylor coming in with a prime as well. Baylor, thank you very much for using your little old prime on me. You've chosen me. I appreciate that. Honestly, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 3D Medic Vince, welcome. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. On Twitch and Kick and YouTube. Wow, you watch on in every single place. Developer Wolf, welcome, buddy. How are you? Guys, I've been watching the story on Rate My Takeaway. Have you guys, has anybody been following up on that? Anyone watch Rate My Takeaway here in the UK? And seeing all the stuff that's going on there? It sucks. It really sucks. No? Oh. Well, there's a guy, basically, right? He's a legend. His name's Danny, yeah? And he almost loves food as much as me. Almost. But he goes up and down the UK and he tries out different takeaways. And he comes across on camera, and I'm sure that he is in real life as well, because you kind of just get that sort of feeling with him, that he is just a really genuine, nice bloke. And the Rate My Takeaway, I didn't know this because I hadn't looked into it, but I should have known it because of the production and stuff that went into it. Rate My Takeaway is a company of they do other things as well. And they hired Danny to be a presenter for the channel for like a third of the business. So he would come in, he'd own one third of the business, supposedly. And all this stuff is happening. And he's unfolding about it all. And he's uploading onto a personal channel about what's going on. And it's upsetting, man. It's really, really upsetting. Because what you kind of think is so nice, just as a viewer, you're watching it. You then see this whole different story behind the scenes. You know, and it does suck. But I'm sure, listen, I am 100% certain, I'm actually 110%, whatever Danny does next, people are going to follow it and watch it. Because I know for sure that I will. I think his personal channel is Mr. and Mrs. Yorkshire. Now and then, guys. It's really bad. But yeah, I wish him the best of luck, man. I really, really hope that what he does in the future, he obviously just has success in doing it, because he's a really, really nice guy. From what I see, anyway. Obviously, I don't know him personally, so I can't really make that call. But, you know, from what comes across on camera, he seems like a really nice bloke. And he loves food. I love food. There it is. Good pal taking a day off from CEX Repair Center today. Nice. Has there been any more movement with that, Wolf? In terms of like what they're allowing you to do and what they're not allowing you to do? Has there been any more movement? Because I remember that was a bit of contention last time, wasn't it? Guys, level 4 hype train. 1 minute 15 left on the clock. 43%. Thank you. I think the single sub was a bonus freebie. Oh! So you done 10 gifted, and then the single sub that came through was additional, but it wasn't from you, it was from Twitch, supposedly. Interesting. Thank you for letting me know, mate. I'm going to try and solder the wire connections for tube drive circuit boards. Super noob, wish me luck. Please advise well. Love your content. You're going to be fine, Resolution. Just remember, if it doesn't go well, just practice. Sudsi, welcome. How are you? Oh, I didn't answer your question, Mohammed. The reason I didn't answer your question is because it reminded me that we had the affiliation link. Mohammed, the arm that I have comes with the scope. So it's an all-in-one solution. If that makes sense. Ferguson coming in. Yo.
What's up, Joey?
What's up, dude? How are you? Thank you very much. 16 months in a row with the Prime, taking us up to 65% on the level 4 with 15 seconds on the clock. Guys, thank you. I'm just going to have a look now. I'm just going to get the... I've got the 10. I mean, I like a bigger screen, but it's completely up to you guys. I don't know if anyone's going to buy one, but I'll add it just in case anyway. So let's go commands here. Add command. Microscope. Have I already got that as a command? I don't know. Let me check. No, I don't. So I can add it. That's cool. So we can just do microscope. Sweet. Exclamation mark microscope. And what I'll do is I'll just place the links. Affiliation links. And people can just buy from wherever they want to buy from, you know.
Sup, Joey? Thanks for all.
The class! Thank you very much for the Prime for 10 months, mate. I appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And guys, thank you very much for the hype train. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm just wondering how I'm going to do this. I think we go like that. Oh, guys, do you think... I think I'll just do the website, right? Because there's so many different links. There's six different links here. I've got 3 for the 7-inch. I've got 3 for the 10.1 inch. I think what I do is I go 7-inch Tom Love, and then I'll link the 3 links. UK, US, direct, and then I'll go 10-inch. This isn't going to look good, Tom Love. This isn't going to look good at all, because I need the code as well. But I guess then there's a lot of choice, and it's all there. Let's see if this works. And then use code. Right, let's see how this looks, shall we? Big C Panda, yo!
Hey, Joey.
Hello.
Just popping in to say hi before my meeting.
Wow, I massively appreciate that, Big C Panda. Thank you very much for the tier 1, mate, for 4 months. Legendary, thank you. That means a lot. Oh, Tom Love 7 or Tom Love 10. That could be good, Bournemouth, actually. Let's see how this looks. Guys, can somebody do exclamation mark microscope for me and see how it looks? CPR, welcome, buddy. I don't think that looks too bad. Because the links come up purple, so it kind of separates it in that respect. Doesn't work on Kick. I mean, it should be working on Kick, but it's not working for whatever reason. Annoyingly, I think YouTube separates it. I don't know whether they're also not my links. They're straight from them. They're straight from them, so I don't know whether to now reroute those links. Yes, I do, Sparta. You're right. 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 It's going to be 10 times better. I'm going to stick them all in a like a group. So the way that I've done that, I think I've done that with Tom Love, you know. I think I've done that with Tom Love. How do I do it? Let me see this Tom Love one. Yeah, so that's the Tom Love one right there. Where's the, not the Tomloff one, what's it called? Guys, what was it called? Andenstar. It was with the Andenstar one. Let me search. Here we go. Right, let me click on that link. Yeah, see, that takes us to a nice little page, hey? How on earth did I do that? Clone. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, right, clone. I think I'm just going to do the 10.1 inch because that's what I use. Right, let's try this then. So, I'm sorry I'm doing this now. I just... Right, there's number one. Actually, do you know what? Get off. New. Choice page. Right, that's one. This is the 10.1. I'm just going to try this for now. Ah, wait. There's one more thing that I was meant to do. If I go settings, edit, if I just have that one, which is going to be that copied to that, update, archive that bad boy, updated, okay, right guys, we will get on with our repair very soon. Okay, let's do another test. Not yet, not yet. Copy. It's one of those things, if I don't do now, I'll never do it. All right. Can you please try it for me? Exclamation mark microscope. See if that works. See if that looks cleaner, better to read, easier to follow. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's so much better. And can you also, guys, if there's, I need somebody in the UK or somebody in the US. I need one of each. I think UK is going to work because I've tested that and that seems to be working fine. But if anybody who's watching from the US can verify that the Amazon link works for you, that'll be brilliant. Because I don't know if it's going to be like a smart link to US. It worked on oh no, that was you, Bodge. It takes me to the UK site. Okay. So it doesn't work for you then, Jonathan, does it? So people from the US, you can confirm it's taking you to the UK website. Yeah? Yeah, it took me to both the US and UK, depending on what link you press. Weird stuff going on the direct site, placeholder products, etc. Site looks unfinished. Genius link does take me to the US site. We're good. Oh, okay, fine. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Worked great in the US for me. Oh, okay, sweet. So it is working. All right, cool. 18 people have clicked already. So we have the affiliation set up now. If people are wanting to know where to get it from, you can either buy it on Amazon or you can buy it on Tomlov Direct. There we go. There it is. Yep, cool. And you can use the code on either Amazon or Tomlov. What I might do real quick is just change the like stuff that you get on there to say again about the code maybe. US works fine. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Thank you guys. Thank you for testing. Appreciate you. Title: IPS Digital Microscope. Use code for 10% off. Either below. $35 clicks. There we go. That's better. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. We are good. We are done. First time watching the stream. Been following a while, but never match. Rolled the Eck. Welcome, my friend. How are you today? Sorry, guys. If you're here and I haven't said hello to you, feel free to just say hello. Sparta, welcome. Garbage, good afternoon, my friend. Am I growing out the hair again? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. No, I probably won't go long. Bibba, how long have you been following for? I won't go long. I won't go long. I'm gonna get it cut soon. I think it's. I kind of like it the way it is at the moment, even though it's all a bit sticky uppy and all of those good things. I kind of like it how it is. I'm good, thank you, Danny. How are you? Ordered? You ordered one, Dave, with the link? You've ordered one? Alison, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much for the follow as well on Kick. Quite a while. It looked really good on you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Guys, stop showering me with compliments today. Dave, well, Dave, listen, I really appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. If anybody else has, please let me know, because then I can go to Tom Love and say, because unfortunately they don't offer any sort of dashboard or anything for you to see how many affiliate sales you've actually made. So it'll be good to know how many people do, if you do purchase through Tom Love or Amazon, whatever it is, and then I can kind of tally it up and just cross-check it with Tom Love to make sure that everything's all good. Nonetheless, Dave, thank you. Honestly, mate, that's incredibly kind. I really, really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Incredible support. Thank you. What's going on? So I am about to repair some electronics. That's what we're doing today. I buy faulty electronics, I fix them, and I try and flip them for a profit on eBay. However, what I'm about to do is I also take on free repairs. So I have people, if they want and they're struggling with it, whether it be for money or whatever situation they've got going on in life, if they need help with a repair of a certain electronic device, usually consoles, they can raise a form on my website, ! Free repair, and it will take somebody to a form. They can fill it out, and then I'll usually be in contact with that person within about 5 working days or so, if I choose to go ahead with the repair. And yeah, we aim to work something out, and I think I've got a free repair today, so we're going to take a look at that, and I'm going to cross-reference it with the email that I've got, because I'm not too sure actually whose it is. I haven't really opened it yet, so it's kind of difficult to know whose it is without opening, you know what I mean? The single sub was Fat Fingers my end. Ah, I see. Well, thank you, Techno. I appreciate that. They might not offer you a dashboard, but hopefully they'll have. They do have tracking, RFL. Yeah, they do have tracking. They just don't have a dashboard their end, but apparently they're looking into it. So yeah, we'll see. I'm good, mate. Why wasn't there a YouTube notification in Discord anymore when you start a stream? There's only a Twitch notification. I think the hook's broken and I need to sort it. Yeah. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Addison. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Joe, don't forget to drink your broccoli. Guys, we don't drink broccoli. Nobody said that. Nobody said we drink broccoli. Who said that? Who would say such a thing? Nay and Lord, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you. I just bought a ROG ally that doesn't charge, so wait for that to turn up and see what surprise eBay has in store for me this week. Facts. Yeah, hey, Bodge, we don't need any links. We don't need any proof. All right, just let it be. 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 Right, I'm also just going to have this, put this on camera, because I can't believe the state I received this eBay parcel today. Guys, you ready for this? Ever seen anything like it? Probably have, because it's eBay, right? You ready? You guys ready? I don't think you are. This is how I received a parcel. Is this okay? Of course it's not. Has somebody been in here? What do we say, chat? Lord Glove. I think I'm falling in love with your voice. What? What's going on? Alison with these compliments. Have you literally just found the stream through the Just Chatting and Kick? Very interesting. Would you ever attempt a fix on a car ECU? Zach, do you know what? I have fixed an ECU before on Rocket Repair channel. Looks like a cozy house to me. Easy access, true. An elephant sat on it. That's better than most parcels I receive, fair enough. I agree, Bodge. Yeah. What a gem it is. Oh, Bodge, why did you link that? I didn't say that, did I? That's not me. I drink a lot of broccoli. Bodge, why you got to say that? Why you got to say that? Every special. Yeah, right. Let me open this up quick and see who it's from, and then we can line everything up and get started with the repair. I don't know if it's a switch. It kind of looks like a switch. Whatever happened to the bunny? We're past that, Greg. We're past that. We've evolved, mate. There's no bunny suit action going on, nothing like that. You guys got a Santa outfit. You guys got a Santa outfit. We'll call it there. Orig, welcome. Here we go. They included a letter. Yes. Oh, I think this might be an old one that I chased. Nintendo Switch Lite in yellow, charge port failure. Yes, but not able to get it working. Not sure it caused any other issues. Bought the Switch to attempt the repair, but failed. So we got a failed Nintendo Switch Lite repair, guys. Interesting. I like these ones, man. He's thinking that he might have broken something else in the attempt of actually trying to repair it, which is cool. This happens to the best of us, so it's going to be good to take a look. Oh, wow, there's a lot of... Oh, no. Okay, well, this... Okay. All right. Oh, these free repairs, man. The B word? I know. We went so long. We went so long without, like, ever mentioning it. It can't be every as the password actually turned up. True. No, it was... Well, no, it was every. It was every. It was. It was every. Saying that, I think that's more on the onus of somebody packing for some reason. I don't think they've done a good enough job with the packing of the device. Anyway, are we ready, guys? We ready to actually try to fix something today? Whereas, you know, we didn't have that last stream. So it's going to be interesting, I hope. All right, ready? Right, let's do this, guys. I just want to say as well, FYI, there won't be any streams next week. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. There's no streams next week on Tuesday and Thursday. There will potentially be a stream on the Sunday. This month is going to be a little bit rough. So yeah, next Tuesday, next Thursday, there are no streams. I'm going to try my best to get content on the Wednesday and the Saturday. As in for YouTube. I hope I'm going to be able to, but there is no streams next Tuesday or Thursday. Just as an FYI. All right. I think this is going to be an interesting... I think this is going to be an interesting one, as we can see. Would you look at that? This Nintendo Switch has had a previous repair attempt on it, and it's come to me in a bag. This is in fact a free repair. Somebody reached out to me and asked if I could fix this, to which I said, yes, I will take a look at it for you. Now, the background and story of the device is pretty much a simple one. It is. Nintendo Switch Lite in yellow, charging port failure. Has anybody attempted to fix the device before? Yes, but not being able to get it working and not sure if I've caused further issues. Bought the Switch to attempt the repair, but failed. So this is one of those ones where it's like, you know, somebody's probably making a profit off of this, but regardless, nonetheless, I have chosen to go ahead with the repair. And I think I was maybe thinking like, I just want some kind of stream content to be able to actually stream something. So I think that's why I would have gone ahead and taken this on. Hopefully we can get it fixed. It's in pieces, like I said. So I don't even know what's what at this point. It doesn't have the white thumbsticks on the device. I'm going to go ahead and assume it's no power. I'm looking forward to also seeing what the state of the port is. Oh, the motherboard's in here. What's going on? Okay. All right. So we have a loose heatsink there. We've got the motherboard in bubble wrap. At least they've taken good care of that. Oh, and the game card reader's in here as well. I have to be careful not to snag any of the ribbon cables. Okay. And then the actual PCB motherboard. How's this looking? It looks like it's been sat in somebody's cupboard for 15 years. There's quite a lot of dust. You can't really even see it. Can you see it here? I'm sure we'll be able to see it on the scope. Can you see it's got like a thin layer of... Oh, wow. Yeah, you'll definitely be able to see it now. I mean, how long has somebody had this sat in their drawer for? They maybe like attempted the fix and then went, nah, I'm just going to leave that as is. Because there's a lot of dust on that. Okay. Interesting. I'm looking forward to, again, over here. Look. Ready? Wow. This is caked. Absolutely caked. I'm looking forward to having a look at the actual port itself. Is the board bent? Oh. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Look. This is bad in the sense that there's quite a lot of gunk here. From, I don't know if you guys can see at this angle. There's quite a lot of gunk. But a lot of this is flux. It's burnt flux. So it looks a lot worse than what it is. It looks a lot worse than what it is. So once I've applied some heat, this is going to come off really easy. The question is, what else is potentially messed up here? Because we've got a lot of sensitive chips in this location. You can see that the bubbles of flux that you've got surrounding the port and just at the bottom here. That's not the... Is that the board bubbling or is that flux? I think it's flux. We're going to have to go under the scope and have a look at that. And yeah, this side, again, we've just got some burn marks. All right. Well, again, I don't think this is going to be too bad. It's just, do you know what? The worst thing is about all of this is the fact I have to put this Nintendo Switch Lite completely back together. I think that's the worst part because, knowing me, I'm definitely going to forget something. Is that rust? No, it's not rust. The board does look a little bit bent though. Probably due to like some excess heat. Hello, recently I've watched a couple of your videos and they're amazing. I have some questions though. I would like to do the stuff you do, SMD repair, but I don't know where I can get good info. Berner, your best bet is to start by doing !LearnRepair in the chat and it will take you to a video. And that video should help you. At least answer some questions that you might be curious to. Bodger had you there, mate. He did, you're right. Yeah, Bodger did have me there. You're 100% correct. Thank you very much, Dave. Absolute legend. I've just seen your message on Discord. Thank you, mate. Sorry I'm late. Hey, no, don't apologise to me, mate. It's all good. It's all good. Exerial and Solaires, thank you very much for the follows. I appreciate it. Thank you. Good morning from Colorado. Hello, Pit Bro. Welcome. How are you, my friend? I see a fellow Clippy. Welcome. Let's move this over here like that. Cool. Let's check this board under the scope then, shall we? First looks. I'll be honest. Not horrendous. Not horrendous. As we know, guys, as well, don't forget there's people learning all the time. This might have been the very first repair this person has partaken in. So we also have to bear that in mind. It's like we almost have to critique. We almost have to not critique and give feedback instead, you know, to help that person develop with their repairs. Okay. We've got the battery connector, which is... Okay. I've just noticed this. Right. This is the FPC connector for the daughter board to hook up with the main board. This is going to need replacing. This is very dirty. It's just very dirty and dusty, you know, a lot of dust, as you can see. You can now... There's a better angle on this now. Helmet, thank you very much for the 12 months, my friend of Prime, coming in. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you, mate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we can see the dust. This needs a this does need a clean. I'd rather just get the work done, I think, first, and then look to give it a clean. Get some of this thermal paste off. When I say thermal paste, I mean hair. Pins touching together on it too. Oh, absolutely, yeah. What's the state of the max IC done here? Max IC is fine. But yeah, as we can see, look at this. This looks like quite a big job, to be honest. Because there could be a few things wrong with this. Needs to get rinsed under the tap. Facts. Guys, do you know what it is, right? I would use my ultrasonic cleaner a lot more if I didn't have to let it warm up for 8 hours. Back in a sec, guys. 2 seconds. Oh. 8 hours is crazy. Oh, yeah, 8 hours. Yeah. It literally takes about 8 hours for me to warm my ultrasonic cleaner up. So I'd use it a lot more. It's just, it takes such a long time. So it's like this, right? What I'd have to do is I'd have to turn it on and do this tomorrow. I'd have to do this tomorrow. In terms of getting it clean. I'm not going to do that. I'm obviously going to do it now because I don't want to necessarily wait that long. But that's my whole point. Why not just preheat the water in an electric kettle? Oh, I mean, the cost of that. The cost of that. Hot water in my sonic. To be fair, I could just do it. Yeah, it could just be from the tap. Jonathan coming in with a prime for 11 months. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you. That's not bad. That's not bad, actually. Thing is, though, the issue with that is that I'm not emptying my ultrasonic cleaner after every single fix. So what I have to do that after every single clean, sorry. So I'd have to do that every time, and I can't do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, one of the people at Rocket used to use a heating rod. Just put that in. Literally just turn it on, plug it in, and put the heating rod in. It just takes way too long. Can't you have it on all the time? No, I wouldn't be comfortable with having it on all the time. It's just not a need for it to be on all the time. Bullet says you need a new ultrasonic cleaner. I've got a massive one, can fit 3 PS5 boards in. What? Only takes 30 minutes to warm up, £180. It doesn't seem practical. Yeah, exactly, yeah. What's the volume? I can't remember. 12 litre? That might be completely off. It just sounds right. It sounds right, but it might be completely off. Wait, was that on? That's on now. The one that I got was a... What was it? $15 litre. I got the 10 litre and it wasn't big enough, so I got the 15 litre. And it just takes so long to heat up, man. It was about 100 and something quid. How much did I pay for it? Yo, Ridvan, welcome. How are you, my friend? Can you put it in a microwave? Right, let's IPA this. Get it nice and clean. Ready? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this to work, but I will try. Oh, that's pathetic. Well, my can of air is out. $30 sounds great for an ultrasonic cleaner if you do repairs 24/7. And you can justify the space. Because 30 litres is massive. Where on earth are my tweezers? Okay. Alrighty. Saber!
Just get a flamethrower to heat the water up faster.
True. Yeah, I mean, I could just do that. You're right. Thank you very much, mate, for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Thank you. Now, is that trace? No, it's not. Good. I was a little bit worried, but it's not trace. That makes me happy. That's a happy Joey. I'm really nervous to turn this over. I am. Henry, welcome. How are you? Should you YOLO it? Okay. Just what I thought. We have a missing fuel gauge down here. And this all needs a clean up. So the way we do this is we remove the port. We remove this. And we give everything a nice clean again. And we start from scratch. Because this is going to need replacing. So I need to pull that from a donor. I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm going to go ahead and say, and put all my chickens in the it's probably not going to work basket. Is how I feel about this. Could be wrong. What do you guys think? Have a lovely Tomlov 4K microscope as well. Autofocus. What scope you got there, Jay? Oh, so I've got the Tomlov, but I've got the 3D, mate. I prefer the twisty 3D manual focus.
Fuel spilled all over the board, huh?
Factually true, sir. Factually true. Thank you very much, mate, for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Yeah, we could do a poll. We could do a prediction. Will I fix this? And then switch light. Yes. 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 No. Let's do like a 10-minute submission period. Okay. First things first. Hot air. Which means I need to put my mat down. Because I don't want to be burning stuff. Because we're going to keep burning. But it's not even a song. It is now. Can you do manual focus on it, but it's the digital button? Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I had that one they sent that one to me first, and I said unfortunately I wasn't a massive fan, and they sent me the other one, this one, and I really like this one. I've actually just landed affiliation with them for this scope. Right, I think best bet is to get the So if you do exclamation mark microscope, you will be able to see. We just set it up in the stream just now. You will be able to see that we've got a couple of links. Turn that on, and we've got this. Who's that? Daniel DK coming in with a prime for 9 months in a row. Thank you so much. Daniel! A legendary. Thank you. It's very kind of you, mate. Thank you very much for the support. That means a lot, my friend. Here we go. Yes, look at that. So I'm going to go 450, 50% underneath, and I'm going to get these little things off. Both the port, I've got a nice wide scope view here using the W lens on the scope. So I'm going to take the port off and I'm going to take this off. Hopefully at the same, well, not exactly the same time, but in one foul swoop. Look at that flux. You see that flux bubbling? We're about to have a party. It smells. This flux smells. Please no rip traces. Good news! Patience. Cool. Now we clean. Before we do anything else, we clean. Clean as we go. Look at that. We got a bit of charcoal here. It's gonna be difficult, man. It's going to be really difficult because of the charcoal. Yeah. Maybe savable. Maybe savable. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, wow, we were. Let's come back in with some hot air. PLD, welcome. I've not spoken to you for a very long time, my friend. How are you? Are you okay? I missed you. Whoa, look at that. The bubbliness. Ugh. Jeez. Jeez, jeez, jeez. I need to come at this with a toothbrush, to be fair. Let's get this off first. Look at that. This flux is weird. It's like honey. Honey flux, you know. But the board has a little bit of warmth in. And then we go like this. Watch this. Ready? Now, the reason that happened and cleaned very nicely is because we had a warm board plus IPA. Already this looks 10 times better. We're going to dab. We're going to use a Joey wipe, as PLD likes to call it. But it's not a wipe, it's a dab. It's a Joey dab. That looks 10 times better already, guys, right? What have they tried to do with those holes? I think maybe what's happened, here's my prognosis. I don't know if that's the right word. I think they've got a little bit happy with the tweezers around here, and they've got frustrated with the fact that it wasn't going in because maybe not enough heat supplied or something like that. And they've made that worse, you know. Finally got the new UV stuff. Feels more robust than the existing stuff. I'll do some work with it. Feels thicker than the... Nice, Paul. Good. I'm glad you like it. Nobody likes a bad recommendation, you know. Right, I'm just going to take my tweezers here and see if I can get through that. Because when I go ahead and put a port on, I'm going to need that to be as clear as possible. How does that look? That's better. That's much better. Is that a bit of solder? I think it was. I think it is. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Next thing is I need to clear out the ground holes. Actually, because I don't know what solder they've used, right? So I think that's probably going to be best practice. I want to clear out that solder in there. Heat it up. Use a solder sucker. It's probably going to be best. Or can we get this with the... Might be able to just get this with the iron. I don't think I necessarily need the solder sucker here. Let's see. See you later, Rolled. It does look fizzy, but it's not fizzy. I thought the same, but it's not a fizzy drink. It's a Joey rub. Right, put some hot air into the board. Let's grab some wick. Wickety wick, 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 wickety wick, 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 wickety wick, 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 wick. I know there's quite a bit of solder on the back end of this. Where's my... So I'm going to have to turn this over in a second. But let's get the hacker up to temp. How's that? Yeah, it's on the other side. Okay, we've got majority of this solder off. I'm going to be putting my own solder on anyway, so we should be able to mix with it. This is coming off relatively easy. Let's see how easy this comes off this side. I've not put any flux here, by the way. Yeah, it should be fine. With my solder as well, mixed in. If I had issues, like massive issues getting rid of this, I'll probably look to solder sucker it out. But given that it's pretty easy to work with, I think we just add our leaded and go from there. Clean as we go. Fibers because of the metal. You see that? How the metal's been bent and the board is being scraped away. The fibers are sticking to it from the cotton swab. Not a huge deal, but it's just not nice, is it? Right. Whilst we're here, another little tiny clean. Do you think the battery connector needs to be replaced? No. No. Looks fine. Nothing wrong with it. Visually, it looks alright. Looks all connected. I think a battery will go in there just fine, to be fair. If the plastic was a little bit more melted, I'd actually incline with you. Is that a word? Let's fill this up with leaded. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, there is. We have the fuel gauges missing from the back. And you can see that the board's a little bit burnt. But it should be alright. It's just, is the board in an okay condition to actually work is the question. Overway!
Hello, my brethren. Hope thy day is splendid.
Thy day is splendid, my friend. How are you? Hope thee is blessed. Welcome, mate. Thank you very much for the tier 1 19 months, mate. Incredibly kind of you. Appreciate you. Hayes!
Apparently I haven't sent this yet. Love you, man. Fun fact, I get to fly a plane for the first time in 2 weeks.
Nice! I love that, Hayes. Let's go. Thank you very much for becoming a YouTube a legendary status member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've flown a plane as well. It was a very scary experience, but nonetheless, it was an interesting one. When I say flown, I took the yoke. Somebody gave me the yoke when we were in the air, and it was very scary. And I had to turn the plane. I had to turn the plane around an island and follow the coastal line of the island. It was really cool. It was really cool. That's going to be awesome. I think you'll love it. I think you'll love it. How long ago? Oh, I don't know. I'll show you a picture. I want to say not Christmas just gone. Not Christmas just gone. Not Christmas before. Maybe Christmas before that. It was the January after. Let me see if I can find a photo real quick. Where am I? September. So I think maybe it was January 2024. No, it must have been January 2023. Let me try 2023. Wow, you know when you kind of just look back at photos and it's like, I've done a lot in the past couple of years compared to like where things were. You know what I mean? It wasn't neither. February? Maybe July. Maybe it was late 2023 instead. Maybe it was late 2020. I remember it being cold. So I want to say like October, November. Got it. This was the geezer. So this is going to sound really weird. It sounds really weird. This was a kitchen fitter. This is how it worked. We had our kitchen done a couple of years ago, and the kitchen fitter was like, "Yeah, I fly planes as a hobby," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "That's amazing. How did you get into that?" And we just started talking and stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, you'll have to come up with me." And I thought, "Yeah, we'll do that. That would be cool." A week later, I get a message. "I'm going up. Do you want to come with me today?" I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, do you want to come up in the plane with me today?" I said, "Yeah, go on." This is when I was obviously a little bit bigger. So yeah, it's me and my kitchen fitter. And then he was like, "Do you want to give it a go? Do you want to take the yoke?" I was like, "What?" Yeah. And then I got him to take a photo of me steering the yoke for proof. And here he is. Driving a plane. Driving. That's what we can call it. Can we call it driving a plane? Yeah, we'll call it driving a plane. Yeah. Guys, when I tell you the view, and it was around the Isle of Wight. If anybody knows the Isle of Wight, it was around the Isle of Wight. I looked out to, guys, this here is a memory I'll have for the rest of my life. This was the weather that I was flying in. It was November 2023. This is the weather. Look at that sunset, man. It was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. November, it gets quite obviously dark early. And that is what I had to the right of me. Bliss. Water, sunset, and a plane wing. It was honestly... That picture does not even do it justice. You know what I mean? It's one of those. I've got a video here. Look at that, man. Look at that, chat. This plane was like this. That's how I sat in the plane. Because they're so small. It's called a Cessna. Is it called a Cessna, chat? Cessna? It's like this. And the guy's next to you, like here. It was a really small plane. Really, really small plane. Nice calm seat. Honestly, I'll take that to my deathbed. How nice that experience was. And do you know what? I was like, the best part about it is that this was some random bloke who we were lucky enough to have him fit our kitchen. And we just started chatting, and it just goes to show the importance of, like, it's not what you know, guys. Honestly, it really isn't what you know. It's the good old saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. I just started speaking to him. He was like, you'll have to come up in the plane. I said, what? We'll see what happens. A week later, I get a phone call, and that man that I've had probably less than a few days interaction with in life has given me one of the best experiences you can have, for me personally anyway. The landing was cool, man. He's a good pilot. He's been doing it since 92. So he's got a good bit of experience. But this is the plane, look. Here's your boy. That's how, look at the size of the plane. There was 2 of us in that. I'm not necessarily in contact with him, but I sent him a message maybe 6 months ago, just saying, hope you're well. And this was the landing. Do you guys want to see the landing? Yes or no? Look at this, man. Look how beautiful that sky is. Honestly, there couldn't have been a better day for it. It was nice and cold as well. You guys know how I like the cold. It was so nice and cold. He was doing all of his comm stuff, so... You should be able to see how smooth that was, considering the shake of the phone. Very, very smooth. Honestly, yeah. Yeah. Smoother than the cream in a Twinkie. Yeah, so that was awesome. That was honestly top 5 experiences of my whole life. I'll never forget that. And it's definitely something that if somebody wanted to do, I'd 100% recommend. As long as you don't have, like, the fear. Because I think that comes with it. You know, a lot of people have a fear of doing it, but it's that thing you only live once sort of thing. And that experience that I get to take with me is amazing. No, he rents it. He rents it. So you rent the planes, I'm pretty sure anyway. Yeah, to buy a plane and to have it in a hangar and stuff is so much more expensive than just renting. It does cost about 300 quid for like 2 hours or something, I think. I think they say it's about 300 quid or 250 quid for like 2 hours. And that covers like the fuel and everything. Because obviously if you have your own plane, you've got the maintenance, you've got the fuel, you've got the place to like have it stored, etc., etc. For the experience, I paid nothing. He just said, do you want to come up with me? I said, yeah. I said, how much is it? He said, nothing, don't be silly, just come along. I said, okay, cool. But so he pays like £300 for a couple of hours. But if you think about it, the amount of time that he spent learning and the amount of money that he spent getting his license and all those things, he done it back in 92. So he said that it was a lot cheaper back then. To do it now, it's really quite difficult or expensive. So, yeah, I mean, sorry, a little bit of a sidetrack there, but yeah, Hayes, I think you're going to absolutely love it. Okay. Let's clear this quickly, and I'm going to have to get another little fuel gauge and sort that. Bit of flux. Come in with our super wick. As we saw the other day, we had a great demonstration of how important wick is. Let's wick this up. Beautiful. There it is. So we have our foundations ready. That's a nice clean fuel gauge pads right there. And now I just need to reball a fuel gauge very, very quickly. We'll just use some paste. Take one from a donier, as they say. California dreaming. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for the support so far today. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. We're currently on 450 total Twitch subscriptions. Whoop. I ain't going to be able to pick that up. Oh, I got it. Luckily, my floors are uneven. Is it possible to reattach an FPC latch? Whoa, it's really difficult, Marone. I've never successfully done it. You can, but I've never successfully done it personally. When do you use paste over balls? Size or temp? Size. Size for me. That fuel gauge doesn't look healthy, so I'm not going to take that. Based on looks, it could be fine. Could be absolutely fine. Could be no problems with it at all. But your boy don't like it. Well, how many fuel gauges have I taken off? What's going on? I'll check the current drawer. Yes, when everything's back on. You want to go in a helicopter as a photographer on a safety gear? It's not best. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, there's corrosion around that as well. Jeez Louise. Find me a good board. How come that you speak about PPL and staff? Did Joey apply for a pilot license? No, I've been in a plane, that's all. I've been in a plane. There we go. I choose you. We were just talking about being in planes. Wow, chat, honestly, I'd say personally, it looked so difficult what he was doing. All of the stuff he had to do, we were going into airspaces and he was like, I'm entering your airspace, blah, blah, blah. Like, everything seems so complex, man. So complex. And they're all like, you know, Roger, 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 Roger this, it's all that sort of stuff, you know. Wow. That came off super easy. A bit too easy. Because I've got my VFR night rating and PPL 2 months ago, so I can help you with that. What? Guys, how many pilots in the chat? Hi, I love your YouTube channel. JB, thank you. I appreciate that. Usually watch on YouTube, but saw email about Kick and thought I'd give it a watch. Wizard Bear, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Welcome over on Kick. PPL, no BBL. Chat taught me about BBL. I'm going to apply a tiny bit of flux on this IC. And then we take our wickety wickety wick. Gorgeous, look at that. It's beautiful. Yow beautiful. Yow beautiful. Whoop. Do you guys want balls or paste? I'll leave it up to you. You guys want to see me struggle? Okay, cool. Understood. Shouldn't have asked. Uh, 0.2, I'm sure. What do we think, chat? 0.2? I'm sure it is meant to be 0.2. I've got 2.5 here. Shall I go 2.5? Might be able to go 2.5. You know we are sadists. What's a sadist? Guess JDT badges are unique to sites versus display across all sites. My hand isn't that steady at 77. 77 wizards? Wow. Amazing to see that you're watching the stream, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, you can't have custom badges on Kick yet, I don't think. What mini chip is that? It's the fuel gauge. So I've got 0.25 size balls here. I'm going to see if we can get away with that. Let's see, how do we fare? We might be okay. There's quite a lot of liquid on here. I did wipe it. Let me give it another wipe. Is it going to disappear? No, good. I've got a spot on my nose, chat. I want to tell you it's one of the most painful spots I've ever had. It's one of the painful spots I've ever had. You know, one of them ones that's in the creases. But it's not a visible one. You can't see it. It's like under the skin. I can feel it. And every time I move my nose, it's like pulsating. Do you see what I'm saying? And I want to rip my nose off. That's where I'm at. Hopefully someone can relate. No, it's not a pimple. It's like I don't know. It's like my nose is really red, like here, but there's nothing there. But it's really sore. Right, we're moving in 1%, guys. Wish me luck. Inspired by your channel, says Gizmo. I'm doing my first Xbox One console. No power up, no boot up. Exact fault unknown. Looking forward to getting stuck in. Good luck, Gizmo. Enjoy the process. Don't get obsessed with the fix. Enjoy the process itself. Here we go. And I just give it a nudge test to make sure that they're actually on. No. I had flux there. It's GG. Now we're good. Ready? Coming with our flux very slowly. Very, very slowly. I could mess the whole thing up. Au revoir, bonjour, je m'appelle Joey. There we go. whilst I'm here, let's use the 3D aspect of this Tomlov microscope, shall we? Yep. Look at that. Lovely. Jubbly. Perfect. That chip is ready to go. Fuel gauge. Onto our board. Now, be very careful here. This is so easy to mess up, this one. So easy to mess up. For those who have done a fuel gauge before, it's quite difficult because of how small the chip is. It's as simple as that. Because of how small this chip is, it's really, really difficult to make sure, A, it doesn't float. Now, what do I mean by float? Floating means, especially if you get too much flux underneath it, the chip can wobble about under heat. The flux can push the chip to go places you don't want it to go. And at that point, the solder, because this is low melt, well, not low melt, it's leaded, it's low temperature leaded. What that means is that it melts roughly around about the same time as what the flux does.
Keep up the awesome work, Joey Red.
Thank you,
Heart
MP.
Greats from Germany.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. 10 months with your Prime is crazy. 451 total Twitch subscribers, guys. Thank you very much for the support. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you, my friends. Here's our chip. I've got a little bit of flux down there, as you can see, on the board. But I need to get the chip in a good enough location. I need to see where the plus is on the chip, because the plus on the chip actually indicates pin 1. And at the moment, I can't see that. So I'm going to get a little bit of IPA and just clean it with a brush. Sorry, with a cotton swab. And now if I look at that, there we go. So you see the plus in the top left? That needs to correspond with this arrow that I've got here. So pin 1 is actually this way for this IC. Just there. Now, there's several different ways. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. Honestly, it means a lot. Glowy coming in with a Prime. You've triggered a hype train as well, Glowy. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, support means a lot. And this month it's called September. Twitch does it every single year. I think towards the end of the month, there's like Valorant are going to be gifting additional subs for every 5 gifted or whatever. But as it currently stands, I think there's a discount on subscribers. But thank you very much for the support. I really appreciate it. Hey Joe, I watched all your videos. Waiting for more content. Keep it up. Every single one? S? Every single one? Wait, Wizards Bear says, I've watched probably over 80 of your shows and missed size composition sold. And missed what size composition solder you actually use. Well, thank you very much, Wizards. I appreciate how many you watched. I use what do I use? What solder do I use? It's a cheapy one from Amazon, actually. It's called Duratool. It's 0.7 mil in diameter. It still baffles me the amount of heat components can take and still function. Yep, true. True, true, true. Okay, so I'm going to put this back up to... I'm going to put it up to 20% at 440. Actually, no, I'm going to get 30%. This is really tough. So there's a couple of ways that we can do this. The way that I'm going to do is I'm going to get my tweezers and I'm going to rest my tweezers. Lewis Rossman done a great video on this, by the way. And it's how you don't go past holding the chip. I'll explain a little bit more in a second. I think we're going to be about here. Wish me luck, guys. I'm going to come off the heat. Notice how I keep my tweezer hand still. I'm not moving that tweezer hand. It hasn't moved at all. The only hand I'm moving is my right hand for the hot air. I'm just going to release it a little bit and see if it moves. Which it doesn't. It's soldered down at least. Then I'm going to come in with a tiny bit of flux now. Tiny, minuscule. And reflow. And hopefully, doesn't always happen. Hopefully we'll see success. There it is. See it sit flat? That chip should be soldered on now. Toby. Coming in with a prime for 6 months in a row. Toby, thank you very, very much. I appreciate you and your face. We're nearly on a level 2 hype train, guys. Thank you. Oh my, I can't believe I caught Joey live. Been watching videos for a few weeks now and didn't actually realise I hadn't subscribed yet until I tried to chat. Hikaro, welcome. How are you? Well, welcome yourself to a live. I hope you enjoy it here. It's good fun because it's unscripted. There's no rules. So, very much like my videos, when Joey messes up, everything's included. Probably a little bit funnier, I'd say, because it's all live. Welcome. Who was that? Hayes was here, coming in with a prime as well. Thank you very much. Pushing us up to a level 2 hype train. Hayes, 22%. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. That's very, very kind. And much love for the support. Thank you, my friend. Double the love. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Thank you. Zach, welcome, buddy. Okay, NanoFix, how are you? Right, that fuel gauge is on. Yes, we got a switch light, mate. And this one was sent to me by a viewer who had attempted to repair the device and it hadn't gone too well. Oh, yeah. Whoa, Paper Mittens coming in with a gifted sub. Paper Mittens, thank you very much for the gifted sub to Mini G Rose. Thank you. Pushing us up to 455 total Twitch subscribers. Thank you very much for the support and contributing to the cause. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, let's chill out. And you know when I say let's chill out, we need to chill out. Hayes was here, coming in with a 5 gifted subscriptions, pushing us up to a level 3 hype train, FYI. Gifting us up to Coach Tree, Zoft, Wonder, Mutant, and Script Mage. Thank you very much, Hayes, for the 5 gifted. That was your first 5 gifted. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. These are like a surgical procedure. Have to be so calm. You do have to be calm. Yeah, patient. You have to be very patient. Doing well. Got a GDDR error code on a PS5 today, as in it stated which RAM chip it was. If so, lovely jubbly. Easy. I'm not going to say easy repair because to some it's easy, but how is this chip looking? We look good. I think that's, you see how on the left we don't get a nice shiny ball there? That's going to be either two things. It might be that it's conjoined with the ball above, or it's flux. My bet is flux. Hick, thank you very much for the prime sub coming in. You've achieved us a level 4. Well, a level 3 has been completed. We're on to a level 4 now. Thank you very, very much, Hick. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's check this side. Really hard to check this side because we've got quite a lot of components in the way. Oh, yeah. I think it's flux. I'm not too sure because those balls don't look squished together. They look soldered to the ball itself. I'll have to double check in a second. Russ coming in with a gifted sub over on Kick as well. Kick number 1. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. Gifting a sub to Hanak. Thank you. It's very kind. I'm pretty sure that was a bot. But thank you regardless, Russ. Jinx, welcome. How are you? Bank 1, hope it's easy. Easy as replacing it. Hopefully, mate. Yeah, hopefully that'll be it. Gonna hop over to Twitch, give my prime sub. I prefer YouTube for watching that. No problem at all. No, I definitely wasn't a surgeon in another life. 100% not. 100% not. A sturgeon, maybe. Scotty, thank you very much for the follow over on Kick. I appreciate you. So I think we're good enough to now just at least put the port on and see what we get. Is that fuse hanging on for dear life? What happened there? No, it's okay. Right, let's drop our port in then. Because we've had to tidy this up so far, haven't we? As you can see, it's quite burnt. We're going to put the port on now and see what happens. And hopefully it's going to be all right. I might want to try to get that solder out of there though first. It's going to be a screw, so it should be okay, to be honest. I don't want to destroy my tweezers here. That could definitely be a thing. Where's my thicker metal ones? That'll do the job. Hick, thank you for the follow over on Twitch as well, mate. A prime and a follow, thank you. That'll be fine with the screwing. Yeah. Solder Avengers in chat. Solder Avengers. I'm amazing. Got a PoE2 early access key, and oh my god, I love it. I've been playing it as well. Anybody else in the chat been playing PoE2? I was thinking about streaming it, but meh. Is that a switch port or a switch light port? That's a switch port. Power over Ethernet. Switch light. Ah! Yeah, it's a good game. Good game. Getting kicked on kick. Right, so for this, guys, what I like to do is just put my soldering iron temperature down to 350 instead of 450, which is what I usually operate at. And I come in with a little bit of flux here. I don't like to use too much flux, just a little bit. And then I quite simply spread it. Spread it, spread it, spread it, spread it, spread it. Pizza, pizza party. Pizza, pizza party. Joey, if you don't mind, when you use your soldering iron, could you share the tip size and the reason for using now and then? Thank you. Yes, this is a BCO2 tip for the Hakko FX951. The reason why I use this is because I was actually recommended this by Wayne a few years back, and the solder is held in the end of the tip, which makes it so nice to use. So I drop it to 350 just so I don't burn plastic here, and I just run over it like that, and just get, even though I get a little bit on, enough each pin, I've done a job. So listen to this, chat. We've got family in Cornwall, and I got a message where they came up a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month ago or so now. They came up like a month ago, and I done some pizza. Now, one of them's a top-class chef. Top-class chef. Degrees and all sorts. Qualifications. All of that. And she said it's the best pizza base she's ever had. Ever. So I was very happy. Maybe one day, chat, we'll have a get together in the UK and I'll pop up with some pizza. Hey, and we can all just make pizza together and have a laugh at my expense. How does that sound? Would you guys come to a JDP? Joey Does Pizza Party? JDPP? Well, that just kind of sounds weird, doesn't it? JDPP. Maybe we shouldn't call it that. Coming with some flux now. Again, I don't like to add too much. Spread it. There we go. Let's find another name. Yeah, I agree. I was until I heard JDPP. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, guys. I love a good ham and pineapple pizza. That's some high quality flux you're using, Joe. What brand is it? And is there a discount code that will save money? Unfortunately, not blue. This is actually Kingbo Flux. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it. Yeah, this is Kingbo. So I've gone 450 degrees Celsius with an airflow speed of 50% right now. I've got my Nintendo Switch Lite port in my hand, in the palm of my hand. And I'm going to try and place it on. Now, how this is going to go, I've got no idea because of how this board looks, but I'm hopeful. What I'm waiting for here is for the solder to molten in all the ground holes. That's what I really want. So can you see the pads are moltening now? There we go. And there goes the ground holes. 1, 2 is going. There it goes. Drop. 3. Good. And 4. Perfect. And now I'm going to try and put the port on. Will it sit flat is the question. I'm going to keep my heat there. It's wobbling around, which is kind of good. I'm just going to push it back and see if I can push it down. I need to be able to push it down. I think it's down. I think we're good. I'm going to keep the hot air on for a little bit longer. It's had enough hot air already, so I don't think it's going to do much damage, you know. I'm just going to hold it there, give it a little tap on the top, and come off now. Keep held down very lightly. Not much pressure at all. Not much pressure at all. Keep that left hand very steady. There we go. And it's solidified. Perfect. Now I'm going to come in with a cotton swab and we're going to clean very quickly whilst the board is nice and hot. Because when the board is nice and hot, heat is your friend and you can clean things very easy. You don't have to come in with IPA at this moment in time anyway, whilst the board is nice and warm. And then if we just move it like that, flip it over. How do we look this side? Good. A few blobbies, but that's okay. To sort the blobbies, it's very simple. We come in with a hot air, our soldering line, and we can, I think without flux, we might be able to get away with it. No, we're not. If the board is hot enough, we would. And we're going to come in with a little bit of flux then. Just a little bit. Don't necessarily have to do this, but this is more so for my sanity. To make it look nicer, anyway. There we go. Lovely! What, chat? Lovely, jobly. Right, fuel gauge replaced. Port on. Looking good, feeling good. Need to check those pins. Is the port flat is the question. Can you see we've got a little bit of a bend here on both sides? Now, that could be, can you see that? Look, if I push down, you see that? That could be because the board is bent itself, or it could be because the port's not been pushed down enough because we've got something blocking it. I hope it's the first situation. Let's take the L lens and get a nice big zoom on here to make sure that all of our pins are connected. Sometimes you don't have to do it because you just know, but because this has had a previous repair attempt, I just want to make sure that we're good. They actually look all right, you know. I think we might be lucky. And chances are, what I usually say is, chances are, if these pins are okay, the ones underneath are going to be okay as well. Yeah, we're okay. We're all right. I'm surprised because of what the state of this board when we first started. Nice, that's all cool. And you can see that we've got the burn mark here on the PCB. Again, we're not going to be able to do anything about that. It was already there when we started the repair. And we've got a tiny bit of singe on the plastic, but that should be absolutely fine.
Lovely jubbly? No. Lovely bunny.
No, Saber. Thank you very much for the 100 bits, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right. What do we have to do now? We have to really quickly put this FPC connector back on. And the way we do that is as follows. Okay. So we've got FPC. Is that rust? Okay. Oh, okay, wait, we might be lucky. To be fair, that looks quite surface level. I think we've got this just in time, by the way. I think we have this just in time. I'm a little bit worried about that gang of components down there. I'm not going to be able to get to that. And my worry is that over time, that's just going to get worse. Let me see if I can get my toothbrush right in there. Yeah, I'm brushing on the components as well, and they're not coming off. So I feel like they're on there sturdy. It's just, is the Wi-Fi going to work? This is the Wi-Fi IC. This big grey one there. I just wonder if the Wi-Fi IC is going to work. I hope so. I think that's all right, chat. Like I say, I think we got to that just in time. I genuinely believe that. And the rust hasn't, I don't think, gone over here. I think this is just flux. It's just horrible, horrible flux. That's better. It looks a lot better than what it did. I just don't want it there. We're okay. We're okay, guys. We're okay. Thank goodness. Where on earth has that shield gone? To be fair, I might steal another shield just in case, because I don't want that rust spreading. So I'm going to take a shield from a Donna. You heard me right, Donna. That is not corroded or rusty. Like this one. And then simply, I'm going to shabazz it. Watch this, ready? Shabazz. Right on there. Look at that. Like nothing happened. Now, back to what I was talking about originally. Pizza, pizza party. I've got an FPC connector here for the daughter board. I'm just going to make sure that these pins are actually okay before I rip it off and use it. Yeah, look to be good. So I'm going to take that and put it on here. So what do I do for this? I put some fluxy over here. I'm coming with my soldering iron right now. And I'm going to tin these pads with leaded solder. Tar flux on so many. Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's like plumber's flux. Zach. Right, here we go. So leaded solder. A little bit on the edge of my iron. I'm just going to tin. Here. Like that. So I've got a nice few bumps here of solder, which is nice. Now again, I always like to use donor FPC connectors and components where I can because they're already pre-tinned with solder. It makes life a lot easier than using new components, in my opinion. So that is now ready. I'm going to put it in my Hakko PCB holder. And this is easy for some, not so easy for others. Again, it's more of an experience thing. This can be one of the most terrifying things that you do when you learn how to solder. Can be. But then with enough practice, you get your own little method. You understand a little bit more how it works. You'll have it in due course. It's just patience. Everything is just patience when it comes to board repair. You're not going to be a wizard at it straight away. So what I'm doing now, on the other board, I'm just taking off the FPC connector in question to transfer it. Now, there's no need to replace that 3-pin battery connector. I think it's going to be fine. Peter, welcome. How are you? Rusty Russ repairs. How are we doing, Pete? Okay, one of them's been the FPC connector has been extracted. Now what I'm going to do is apply some flux to this board. Not too much. That's about it. I'm going to spread it out. I don't like using a lot of flux here. Shock. Joey doesn't like using much flux. The reason being is because I don't want to get it in the connector. It's horrible. So I'm going to come in now and line this up as best as I possibly can, and I'm going to let the hot air do the work. So here goes the FPC connector. Line it up, and the way I usually line it up is by the pins on the end, and then just making sure that I can see enough of the pins either side, if possible. Something like that. Down this way. Guys, this is with my weaker hand. You learn to use your weaker hand a lot, by the way, when you do micro soldering. I'm going to switch over to my right to just push this over a little bit. And I think that's going to be good. Should be. It needs to come down a little bit more, tiny bit. Ever so slight. There. And now I'm going to come in with my hot air gun, 450 degrees Celsius, airflow speed 50% from the underneath. I'm just going to let the hot air do the work. Watch this. Rotating the heat round and round. Never keeping it stagnant. I don't like it. It can burn the PCB. Very much like what's been done on this board already. I'm just rotating it around. And because we've got leaded solder on the pads, this shouldn't take as long as what it did to take off. So you can see it. Can you see it going now? See that? And you'll see it shift into place. There we go. I'm just going to hold it. Make sure all of it is molten. Keep rotating. A lot of people, I think, as well, take off a little bit too early. But if you're rotating that heat, there's nothing wrong with just giving it that extra bit to make sure. Now, all of the pins might not be soldered here. It's rare that they're not, but it can happen. So don't beat yourself up about it. But you can see that's gone into place. And again, practice what I preach. Clean, clean, clean. So as soon as that solidifies, which I believe it has now, if I give it a nudge just to show you. Yep. I'm going to come in with a cotton swab either side of the connector. So that side and just this side. And now we're going to inspect the connector to make sure it's all good. Back over to the L lens. Connector, tell me a story. How are we looking? Good. Can you see how all the pins look like they've got solder on them and they look like they're connected? If I run my tweezers here, you can see when I push, the pins aren't moving. I'm not going to do every single one because I have faith that they are all soldered. And then if I look at the other side as well, you see this side, you can see that they are all soldered. Lovely. Jubbly. Quick check for shorts to make sure that I don't put power in and blow the whole thing up. What flux? I'm using Kingbo. Wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It does a job. What microscope am I using? I'm glad you asked, Jasper. Exclamation mark microscope in the chat. We now have affiliation with Tom Love. I'll happily recommend their product for people to buy if they want to, and I get a kickback if somebody purchases through either Amazon or their direct website. But if you do exclamation mark microscope, you'll be able to have a few different places to purchase from. Up. Okay. Couple of easy things. Fuse. Continuous path. I'll check the fuel gauge just by turning it on because I'm risky like that. Let's check around M92 T36. CPU cap. Maybe I should check that first. M92 T36 is okay. I'm just looking for shorts on either side of these caps. Sorry, not either side, on the side that goes into the chip. And it looks like we are all good. Yeah, we're looking okay. So no shorts around M92. The fuse is good. And no shorts around BQ. Should have a working board. And if we do, this will be a really, really nice fix. Don't judge my desk, please. I swapped from Kingbo to Crystal Flux from Stalwart Computers. Can you send me a link, Andrew, on Discord? I'll give it a try. Breedy, welcome. Okay. The experience with Kick has not been fantastic. I love the creator split of 95%. That's really nice. But the amount of bots that come into the chat is crazy. The only time I really interact with the Twitch, with the Kick chat, is when I have a bot in there and I have to ban them. Literally. And Russ. I like to have a one-on-one conversation with Russ. And DJ Sparky sometimes as well. Okay, here we go. Guys, what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for a nice, healthy 15 volts going up to around about 6 milliamps, 30 milliamps and dropping down to about 6 and then off. Something like that. What do we get? Yes, that is a good boot. Let's try the other side. We're looking all right so far. We are looking all right. This is good news for the person that sent this in. This is good news. I've got so much stuff to put back together, like so much, as we can see from the bag. that we've been supplied with. Devon! The legend! Thank you. I didn't know if there was a message with it. Devon, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube legendary status member. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you, my friend. Sent you all the info on Discord. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Can't seem to find your soldering iron currently. It's been removed, Devon, because they don't sell them anymore. The Hakko FX951. I don't want to recommend the 7 one because I don't know if it's any good. I've got a Metcal that I use, and I wouldn't really feel confident. I mean, it's good, but it's also like £800. So, but I mean, if people want to buy it, then they want to buy it, you know. I've got to drop my car off at the garage, and I don't know whether to go now or not. It's either go now or go late tomorrow morning when there's like rush hour traffic and stuff. Oh, where's the spring? Oh, the spring's there. Okay, fine. Give me 2 seconds, chat, okay? Chat, I've made the executive decision to end the stream now and take my car, because otherwise I've got a very busy day tomorrow. We've got dentists, we've got other bits and bobs. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. This is mess. This is really, really ridiculously messy. I'd tell you what I'm going to do. For those interested in this particular fix, you know that you've seen the motherboard situation. I'm going to edit this into a little video and I shall wrap up then. Maybe it's not going to work. So, and then I might have to carry it on in video format. So I hate to leave it on a cliffhanger like that, but I have to go now because I have to move both of the car seats into the other car, and then we have to drive a car to the garage and do adult things. So I'm gonna go do that. Thank you very much for joining. One in the chat if you in. Oh yeah, the points. Oh. I'm gonna delete the points, and I'm gonna refund, and then I'll make it up to you somehow by doing another poll, someone else. Because I can't confidently say it's going to work because the screen might not work or something like that. Did I fix it? I think so because it's booting. But nonetheless, I can't. It's not fair. So I'm going to delete that and return. No! I have to. Guys, yeah, thank you. Much love. Like I said, I'm not streaming next week. So next time I'll be live is going to be on Thursday. All right. So I will be live on Thursday this week, I imagine. I think so. As long as I've got something that I can actually repair. Because I like it when we actually repair things in streams. It's nice. Guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Much love. Ciao for now.